हेलो साथीहरु, वेलकम टु लोकसेवा। आज फेरि पनि हामीहरु हजुरहरुको माझमा आइसकेको छु अर्को भिडियो लिएर। र आजको भिडियो भनेको कमन इन्ट्रान्स एक्जामिनेसन CEE को केमिस्ट्री को पेपरहरु हामीले सल्भ गर्ने छौं। सो भिडियो सुरु गरौँ र भिडियो सुरु गर्नुभन्दा अगाडि यदि तपाईहरुले यो च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुभएको छैन भने सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नबिर्सनु होला। साथसाथै हाम्रो भिडियोलाई शेयर र लाइक गर्न नबिर्सनु होला। डिस्क्रिप्सन बक्समा गएर तपाईहरुले पछिल्लो भिडियो हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। अब हामी सुरु गर्छौं भिडियोतिर। सबैभन्दा पहिलो क्वेशन इन्डिगो इज, यसको आन्सर हुन्छ भ्याट डाई। अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि इन्डिगो डाई इज एन एक्जाम्पल अफ भ्याट डाई। दिस डाइज क्यान बी युज्ड ओन्ली अन कटन। इट इज अ लङ कन्टिन्युअस प्रोसेस विच इज क्यारिड आउट इन लार्ज भेसल known as VAT. These dyes are applied directly on the fiber and are generally insoluble in water. Question number 2. Which is used as electrode? यसको आन्सर रहेको छ क्यालोमेल। अब कसरी क्यालोमेल हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि electrodes are conductive material that are used to conduct electricity in various electrochemical processes such as in batteries, electrolysis and electrochemical cell. Among the options given, calomel is used as an electrode. Calomel is also known as mercury chloride, that is H2Cl2, is often used as a reference electrode in electrochemical measurement, particularly in application involving pH measurement. This type of electrode is commonly referred to as the calomel electrode or saturated calomel electrode, that is SCE. So the answer is calomel. Question number 3. F2CHFN is polymer of, इसका आंसर हुन्छ टेफ्लॉन. Teflon is also known as polytetrafluorine ethylene, is a synthetic fluoropolymer of tetrafluoroethylene and is a PFAS that has numerous applications. The commonly known brand name of PTFE based composition is Teflon Cameras, a spin of DuPont, which originally discovered the compound in 1938. Therefore, F2CHFN is a polymer of Teflon. So the answer is Teflon. Question number 4 मा acid found in apple is, यसको आन्सर रहेको छ malic acid. यो सबले जनरल क्वेशन रहेको छ, अब सबले खादो रहेछ हैन। Malic acid is the acid that is primarily found in apples. It's a type of organic acid that contributes to the characteristics of tartness and flavor of apples. Malic acid is also found in other fruits like pears, apricots and cherries, and it plays a significant role in the overall taste of these fruits. It's a natural component of many fruits and is often used in the food industry as a flavor enhancer and acidulate due to its pleasant taste and acidity. While other acids like citric acid, tartic acid and lactic acid can also be found in various fruits, malic acid is specifically associated with the tartness of apples. So the answer is malic acid. Question number 5. Which is a strong acid? यसको आन्सर रहेको छ p-nitrophenol. अब कसरी आयो भन्दाखेरि the strongest acid among the following aromatic compound is p-nitrophenol. When a strong electron withdrawing nitro group is present in para position, the loss of proton from OH group becomes easy as the phenoxide ion is resonance stabilized and nitro group decreases electron density from phenoxide ion. This increases the acidic behavior. So the answer is p-nitrophenol. Question number 6. Which alkali metals reacts with nitrogen to give nitride? यसको आन्सर रहेको छ lithium. The alkali metals that reacts with nitrogen to give nitride is lithium. Lithium reacts with the nitrogen to form lithium nitride. Question number 7. Iron obtained from blast furnace, यसको आन्सर रहेको छ pig iron. अब कसरी आयो भन्दाखेरि the iron obtained from blast furnace contains 4% carbon and many impurities like sulfur, potassium, silicon and Mn in a smaller amount. This iron is known as pig iron. Question number 8. There is a compound called X which has fishy and rotten smell, and when it reacts with copper it gives black PPT. Identify the compound. यसको आन्सर रहेको छ हाइड्रोजन सल्फाइड, that is H2S. अब कसरी आयो भन्दाखेरि The compound X, which has a fishy and rotten smell and forms a black precipitate PPT when it reacts with copper, is D, that is hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide is also known for its characteristic fishy and rotten egg smell, and when it reacts with copper, it forms black copper sulfide as a precipitate. So the answer is hydrogen sulfide. Question number 9. Which allotrope of carbon is used as superconductor? इसका आंसर रहेगा fullerenes. Fullerenes, specifically a type known as buckyballs or C6O, have been found in exhibit superconductive behavior at low temperature when dropped with certain elements. This was discovered in the early 1990s and is marked an interesting application of carbon allotrope in the field of superconductivity. So the answer is fullerenes. Question number 10. When carbon is sp2 hybridized, each C attached is to how many atoms? So इसका आंसर आएगा 3. Sorry, I want to when carbon is sp2 hybridized, each carbon is attached with 3 other atoms. This is because in sp2 hybridization, one forms 3 sigma bonds with 3 other atoms or groups. So the answer is 3. Question number 11. Removal of oxygen is known as, इसका आंसर आएगा reduction. कसरी आयो भन्दाखेरि the removal of oxygen from a substance is called reduction. Reduction occurs when the oxidation number of an atom decreases. Question number 12. Common name of nitrobenzene is, इसको आंसर आएको छ oil of mirben. Nitrobenzene is a chemical compound, molecular formula of C6H5NO2. It's a pale yellow liquid with a characteristic smell, often described as sweet or fruity. The common name oil of mirben refers to this compound. However, it's important to note that nitrobenzene is toxic and exposure to it can be harmful to human health. So the answer is oil of mirben. Question number 13. Lindlar's catalyst react with alkyne to produce, यसको आन्सर आएको छ cis alkene. कसरी आयो भन्दाखेरि Lindlar's catalyst is commonly used in organic chemistry to selectively hydrogenate alkynes. It can convert an alkyne into a cis alkene, which means that two substitutes or groups on the double bond on the same side of the molecule. So the correct answer is B, that is cis alkene. Linder's catalyst consists of palladium on calcium carbonate with quinoline and is known for its ability to stop the hydrogenation process at the cis alkene stage, preventing further reduction to the alkane. This selective reduction is useful in various synthetic applications to produce a specific cis alkene while avoiding the formation of trans alkenes and alkanes. So the answer is cis alkene. Question number 14. CH3MgI react with CH3Cn and the product is hydrolyzed. इसको आंसर आएको छ acetone. When CH3MgI, that is methyl magnesium iodine, reacts with CH3Cn, that is acetonitrile, and is then hydrolyzed, with the reaction proceeds as follows. That is CH3MgI plus CH3Cn gives CH3 whole 2C double bond MgI2, that or a Grignard reagent. Number 2 is second step मा त्यसैले डिजल्भ गर्ने हो भने with water, that is the outcome of first number with water reaction gives acetone plus Mg hydroxide iodine. So the correct answer is acetone. Question number 15. Compound treated with alkali and iodine gives hospital smells. यसको आन्सर आएको छ 2-propanone. अब कसरी आयो भन्दाखेरि the compound that when treated with alkali, that is like sodium hydroxide and iodine, gives off a hospital smell is typically 2-propane, is also known as acetone. When acetone reacts with an alkali like sodium hydroxide and iodine, it can form iodoform, that is CHI3, which has a distinct and often described as a hospital smell. So the answer is 2-propanone. Question number 16. Which has the lowest pKa value? इसको आंसर आएको छ HCOOH, that is HCOOH is also known as formic acid with a pKa value is approximately 3.75, which is the lowest pKa value among the option provided. Question number 17. Which of the following is the correct order of atomic size? इसको आंसर आएको छ I negative, then I, I negative is greater than I and iodine is greater than I positive. That is, I negative represent iodine with an extra electron which creates an additional electron repulsion, causing the electron cloud to expand. As a result, I negative has the largest atomic size. I represent neutral iodine which has a fewer electrons than I negative. Since there is no extra electron repulsion, the atomic size is smaller than I negative but larger than I positive. I positive represent iodine with one electron removed. This results in a smaller electron cloud compared to the neutral iodine because there is one less electron. Therefore, I positive has the smallest atomic size among the three. So the answer is second one. Question number 18. Which of the following is not used as bleaching of pulp? यसको आन्सर आएको छ NH3, that is ammonia. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि the chemical used in the bleaching of pulp depends on the specific bleaching process being used. But among the options you have provided, B, NH3, that is ammonia, is not typically used in the bleaching of pulp. Common chemical used in pulp bleaching includes chlorine dioxide, that is ClO2, sodium hypochlorite, chlorine gas and sodium hydroxide among others. Ammonia is not a common bleaching agent for pulp. So the answer is NH3, that is ammonia. Question number 19. CH3COOH plus concentrated H2SO4 H2O.H2SO4. What is the name of the reaction? यसको आन्सर आएको छ dehydration. कसरी हुन्छ dehydration भन्दाखेरि in this reaction acetic acid, that is CH3COOH, reacts with the concentrated sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, to form water, that is H2O, and acetic acid sulfate, that is CH3COOH.H2SO4. Dehydration reaction typically involve the removal of water from a compound or the synthesis of a compound with the elimination of water. In this case, water is eliminated from acetic acid to form acetic acid sulfate. So the correct answer is dehydration. So the answer is dehydration. तपाईको आन्सर हुन्छ यसको dehydration. यदि तपाईहरुलाई च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु भएको छैन भने सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नबिर्सनु होला. कृपया यो भिडियो मन परेमा लाइक गर्न नबिर्सनु होला. र यदि तपाईहरुलाई केही डाउट छ अथवा केही समस्या परिरहेछ भने हामीले सम्पर्क गर्न नबिर्सनु होला. हामीले आफ्नो WhatsApp र Telegram को लिंक राखिदिएको छु. त्यसमा जोइन भएर तपाईहरुले क्वेरी पोस्ट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ अथवा कमेन्ट मार्फत पनि तपाईहरुले गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. अब आउँछौं हामी क्वेशन नम्बर 20 मा. Which of the following doesn't react with Grignard reagent? यसको आन्सर आएको छ formaldehyde to form secondary alcohol. यसको एक्सप्लेनेसन हेर्ने हो भने GR, that is Grignard reagent plus ketone gives 3 degree alcohol. Grignard reagent plus formaldehyde gives 1 degree of alcohol. Grignard reagent plus acetic anhydride gives 3 degree of alcohol. That is GR, that is Grignard agent plus HCl gives aldehyde. So the correct answer is B, that is formaldehyde to form secondary alcohol. Question number 21. Proton accelerates the hydrolysis of ester. The type of catalyst is, यसको आन्सर आएको छ A र D, that is acid base and auto catalyst. अब कसरी हुन्छ दुईवटा अप्सन भन्दाखेरि अब हेर्नुस् यहाँबाट MCQ अप्सन MCQ को मा क्वेशनमा तपाईहरुले दुईवटा अप्सन पनि करेक्ट हुन सक्छ. सो द आन्सर इज A and D, that is acid base and auto catalyst. अब कसरी A र D करेक्ट हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि a catalyst is a substance which increases the rate of reaction without itself being consumed at the end of the reaction, and the phenomena is called catalysis. There are some catalysts which decreases the rate of reaction, and such catalysts are called negative catalyst. Obviously, the catalyst accelerating the rate will be a positive catalyst. However, the term positive is seldom used, and catalyst itself implies positive catalyst. Catalysts are generally foreign substance. Sometimes one of the product formed may act as a catalyst. Such a catalyst is called autocatalyst, and phenomena is called autocatalysis. So the answer is acid base and autocatalyst. Question number 22. एउटा एक्सपेरिमेन्ट दिएको छ हैन तपाईले P र Q रेट अफ रिएक्सन दिएको छ. म्याथमेटिकल क्वेशन हो. तपाईले क्वेशन पौज गरेर हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. हाम्रो भिडियो पौज गरेर हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ तपाईले स्क्रिनमा. Question number 23. 0.2% of sodium hydroxide is given. Find pH. अब pH कसरी निकाल्ने भन्दाखेरि यसको आन्सर हुन्छ 12.7. अब कसरी आउँछ त्यो हामीले सिकाउँछु तपाईहरुलाई. Sodium hydroxide base, so pH should be greater than 7. We know that pH is equal to 14 minus pH of hydroxide. So at first we need to take out the POH, that is pH value for hydroxide. So pH is equal to log OH negative, that is 0.2% is given. So 100 ml is equal to 0.2 sodium hydroxide, which is equal to 1000 ml is equal to 2 gram of sodium hydroxide. We need to take out in mole. So weight upon molecular weight is equal to 2 upon 14 is equal to 5 into 10 raised minus 2 mole per liter. So pH is equal to 14 minus P of hydroxide, that is answer is 12.7. So the answer is 12.7. Question number 24. What is the concentration of solution in ppm of 1 gram per liter of arsenic? यसको आन्सर रहेको छ 1000 ppm. अब कसरी आयो भन्दाखेरि ppm is given as mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 10 raised 6. Here the mass of solute is equal to 1 gram per liter, mass of solution is equal to 1 liter मा हुन्छ 1000 centimeter cube, 1 gram per centimeter cube is equal to 1000 gram. So ppm is equal to 1000 ppm. So the answer is तपाईको यसको आन्सर हुन्छ 1000 ppm. Question number 25. Sodium bisulfite and sodium iodate reacts to give. यसको आन्सर हुन्छ iodine. अब कसरी आयो भन्दाखेरि when sodium bisulfite and sodium iodate react, they produce iodine, that is NaIO3 plus NaSSO3 gives NaSSO4 plus Na2SO4 plus H2O plus I2. So the answer is iodine. Question number 26. Lower density of ice than water is due to, अब यसको आन्सर हुन्छ case like structure formed due to the intermolecular hydrogen bond. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि the lower density of ice compared to the water is due to the case like structure formed due to intermolecular H bond. When water molecules are polar and they can form hydrogen bonds, intermolecular hydrogen bonds with each other, in the solid form ice, these hydrogen bonds create a unique hexagonal lattice structure, which results in a cage-like arrangement with open spaces. This structure causes ice to be less dense than liquid water because the water molecules in the solid state are held apart by these hydrogen bonds, leading to the lower density. This phenomena is essential for ice to float on water, and it makes ice less dense than the liquid it forms from. So the answer is cage-like structure formed due to the intermolecular hydrogen bond. Question number 27. Which of the following solution is isotonic with 0.1 molarity aqueous solution of urea? यसको आन्सर हुन्छ 0.05 molarity of NaCl. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि 0.1 molarity of urea solution is isotonic with 0.05 molarity of NaCl solution. Both solution will give the same number of particles per unit volume of solution. Urea is non-electrolyte and does not dissociate in solution. NaCl is a strong electrolyte. One NaCl molecule dissociates to give two ions. Thus, for both solutions, the product I into M is the same, which is 0.1. So the answer is 0.05 M of NaCl. Number 28. Amino acid has a two functional group. If amino acid is decarboxylation, then it forms, यसको आन्सर हुन्छ primary amine. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि when an amino acid undergoes decarboxylation, it loses its carboxyl group, that is COOH, from its structure. The carboxyl group is composed of both a carbonyl group and a hydroxyl group. Therefore, when this group is removed through decarboxylation, they are left with the remaining part of the amino acid, which is the amino group, that is NH2. So the correct answer is primary amine. Decarboxylation of amino acid results in the formation of primary amine, that is NH2, as the primary functional group. So the answer is primary amine. Question number 29. Empirical formula of CH2O2. What can be the molecular formula? Answer हुन्छ C2H4O4. कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि empirical formula is the chemical formula showing the simplest ratio of element in a compound. Thus, molecular formula is equal to empirical formula of N. N is the integer. Empirical formula is equal to C2H2O2. CH2O2. For N is equal to 2, molecular formula is CH2O2 whole twice, that is C2H4O4. So the answer is C2H4O4. Question number 30. An element X atomic mass 30 forms 60% and other elements Y at mass atomic mass 13 forms 40%. फाइन्ड इम्पेरिकल फर्मुला। अब यसको आन्सर हुन्छ x2y3 कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि टोटल मास तपाईले 100 ग्राम दिएको छ, मास अफ x 60 ग्राम, मोलिकुलर मास इज इक्वल टु मास अपन एटमिक मास दैट इज 2, मास of y 40 ग्राम, molecular mass is equal to 40/13 which is equal to 3. Empirical formula is given in the ratio x is to y, that is 2:3. So answer is x to y3. Question number 31. Chemist does not mind in the composition of H2S either obtained from stomach or made in lab. This is due to यसको आन्सर आएको छ law of multiple proportion. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि the law of multiple proportion is the fundamental principle in chemistry that was proposed by John Dalton. It states that when two elements can combine in the form of more than one compound, the mass of one element that combines with the fixed mass of another element are in simple whole number ratio. In the case of hydrogen sulfide, it can be formed both in the stomach, that is through biological process, or in the lab, and in the lab, that is through chemical reaction. Regardless of whether it's obtained from the stomach or made in the laboratory setting, the composition of H2S remains the same. This consistency in the composition of hydrogen sulfide with hydrogen and sulfur combining in a fixed ratio illustrates the law of multiple proportion. The ratio of hydrogen to sulfur in H2S is always 2:1, whether it's produced in the stomach or in the lab, supporting the idea that elements combine in simple whole number ratio as per this law. So इसको आंसर रहेको छ law of multiple proportion. Question number 32. Which is the heaviest liquid? यसको आन्सर रहेको छ Hg, that is mercury, जुन कि यो हरेकको घरमा लगभग पहिला पाइन्थ्यो, अहिले तपाईलाई थाहा भयो, अहिले त डिजिटल थर्मोमिटर आइसकेको छ. अब यसको एक्सप्लेनेसन तिर हेर्ने हो भने the heaviest liquid among the option you provided is, यसको आन्सर हुन्छ mercury. Mercury is a dense liquid and is often considered the heaviest naturally occurring liquid at room temperature. It has a relatively high density compared to the other liquid listed. Question number 33. Which has the maximum catenation property? यसको आन्सर आएको छ कार्बन. Catenation refers to the ability of an element to form chains or rings with atoms of the same element. In this context, carbon has the maximum catenation property among the option given. The option is B, that is carbon. Question number 34. Phenol reacts with chloroform and sodium hydroxide to form. यसको आन्सर हुन्छ salic aldehyde. अब यसको एक्सप्लेनेसन तिर हेर्ने हो भने reaction of phenol with chloroform, that is CSCl3, and sodium hydroxide NaOH is known as Reamer-Tiemann reaction. In this reaction, phenol reacts with chloroform and sodium hydroxide to form salic aldehyde. So the option is salic aldehyde. So इसको आन्सर रहेको छ B number. Question number 35. Which is used in reducing body temperature? यसको आन्सर रहेको छ antipyretic. अब यसको एक्सप्लेनेसन तिर हेर्ने हो भने antipyretics, anti against, pyretics pertaining to fever, are substance that reduces fever. Antipyretics causes the hypothalamus to override an interleukin induced increase in temperature. The body then works to lower the temperature, resulting in a reduction in a fever. Aspirin, paracetamol, analgin, etc. are some example of common antipyretics. Question number 36. Which of the following react with Tollens reagent depositing silver mirror? यसको आन्सर रहेको छ एसिटल अल्डिहाइड. अब यसको कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि एक्सप्लेनेसन तिर हेर्ने हो भने एसिटल अल्डिहाइड इज द कंपाउंड दैट रिएक्ट्स विथ टोलेन reagent with a silver mirror. This is due to acetal aldehyde having an aldehyde functional group. Acetone, ethanol and acetic acid do not have the necessary aldehyde functional group to undergo the redox reaction with Tollens reagent and therefore will not form a silver mirror. So यसको आन्सर हुन्छ acetal aldehyde. Question number 37. Which of the following has a zero dipole moment? यसको आन्सर हुन्छ CCl4, that is the 4 CCl bond in CCl4 are oriented to the point at the vertices regular tetrahedron and they cancel each other out exactly. So CCl4 has zero dipole moment. So the answer is A number, that is CCl4. Question number 38. Bohr's model failed in the explanation of Stark's and Zeeman effect. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि yes, it's a limitation for Bohr's model that it could not split a spectral line in the magnetic field, that is Zeeman's effect, and also in the electric field, also known as the Stark effect. So the above statement is true, that is first answer, that is first number is answer Stark and Zeeman's effect. Question number 39. What is the oxidation state of sulfur in hydrogen sulfate? यसको आन्सर हुन्छ +6. कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि OS, that is oxidation state of sulfur, is the compound H2SO4 is +6. Sulfuric acid, the oxidation state of hydrogen is +1. Oxidation state of oxygen is -2. Since the overall charge of the molecule is 0, sum of the oxidation state of all the elements in the compound must be equal to 0. That is, oxidation state of sulfur can be calculated as 2 of hydrogen plus S plus 4 of oxygen is equal to 0. That is, S is equal to +6. Yes, answer. So the answer is +6. That is B number. Question number 40. Which allotrope of phosphorus produces phosphorescence? यसको आन्सर आएको छ white phosphorus. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि phosphorence in phosphorus is primarily associated with white phosphorus. Option A. White phosphorus is known to exhibit phosphorescence when exposed to certain conditions, such as when it is heated in the dark or exposed ultraviolet light, then subjected to complete darkness. This phenomena is the reason why it is called white phosphorus, and as it can emit a faint glow in the dark due to phosphorescence. The other allotropes of phosphorus, such as red phosphorus and black phosphorus, with this type of phosphorescence. Scarlet is not a known allotrope of phosphorus, so the answer is white phosphorus. Question number 41. Which of the following is isoelectronic to potassium plus? इसको आंसर हुन्छ A, that is argon. An ion is isoelectronic with other ion or atom when they have the same number of electrons. K positive has lost 1 electron compared to the neutral potassium K, which has 19 electrons. Therefore, K plus has 18 electrons. Let's check which of the option is isoelectronic to K positive. Argon has 18 electrons, so it's isoelectronic to K positive. Sodium has lost 1 electron to a neutral sodium atom, so it has 10 electrons. Sulfur has 16 electrons, which is not the same as K positive. Calcium has 20 electrons, which is not the same as K positive. So the answer is A, that is argon. Question number 42. Which of the following is not used as reducing agent? यसको आन्सर हुन्छ कार्बन डाइअक्साइड. Carbon dioxide is not used as reducing agent. It is an oxidized form of carbon and is not capable of reducing other substance. The other option, carbon monoxide, hydrogen and coke, that is carbon, can all act as a reducing agent in various chemical and industrial process because they can provide electrons or reduce other substance. So the answer is carbon dioxide. Question number 43. Burning of which element at room temperature gives gaseous product? यसको आन्सर हुन्छ सल्फर. कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि at room temperature sulfur is a solid element. When burned in the presence of oxygen, sulfur react to form sulfur dioxide gas, that is SO2, as a product. So the option C is the correct answer, that is sulfur. Question number 44. Identify the type of reaction. अब तपाईले रिएक्सन दिएको छ, यसको आन्सर हुन्छ डिहाइड्रेसन. यसलाई हामीले पहिला पनि एकचोटी रिड गरिसकेका छौं. In this reaction, the compound C12H22O11, which is a sucrose, a type of sugar, reacts with the concentrated sulfuric acid to form carbon and 11 molecules of water. During this reaction, water molecules are removed from the sucrose molecule, leading to the formation of carbon and water. This removal of water is a characteristic of dehydration reaction, where a large molecule loses water to form smaller molecule or compound. So the correct answer is dehydration. Question number 45. A person went to clean unused well. After some time, he found dead due to, यसको आन्सर हुन्छ कार्बन डाइअक्साइड. अब यसको एक्सप्लेनेसन हेर्ने हो भने the most likely cause to death in this scenario would be option A, that is carbon dioxide. Cleaning an unused well can release trapped gases, including carbon dioxide, which, if in high concentration, can displace oxygen in the air and lead to asphyxiation or suffocation. Carbon monoxide is also a toxic gas, but it is more commonly associated with incomplete combustion of fuel in enclosed spaces. Sulfur dioxide and hydrogen cyanide are also toxic gases, but they are less commonly associated with cleaning unused well in typical circumstances. So the answer is carbon dioxide. Question number 46. Which is important for flowering and seeding? यसको आन्सर हुन्छ phosphorus. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि phosphorus is an essential nutrient for flowering and seeding in the plants. It plays a crucial role in promoting root development, energy transfer, and overall plant growth. Phosphorus is particularly important during the reproductive phase of a plant's life cycle, as it helps in the formation of flowers and seeds. It supports processes like cell division and transfer of genetic material, which are critical for successful flowering and seed production, while other nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, and calcium also have important roles in plant growth. Phosphorus is specifically associated with flowering and seed development. Question number 47. Which of the following species contain 10 electron and 11 proton? यसको एन्सर हुन्छ सोडियम प्लस आयन. अब कसरी हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि among the given options the species that contains 10 electron and 11 proton is sodium, that is sodium ion. Here's the explanation. Neon has an atomic number of 10. This means it has 10 protons and 10 electrons. Sodium has an atomic number of 11, which means it has 11 protons and would normally have 11 electrons in a neutral state. Sodium plus ion is formed when a sodium ion loses one electron. This results in a positive charge due to the extra proton not balanced by an electron. So the sodium ion has 11 protons and 10 electrons. Sodium anion is formed when a sodium atom gains an extra electron. This results in the negative charge due to the extra electron, causing the number of electrons to be greater than the number of protons. So sodium anion would have 11 proton and 12 electron. Therefore the correct answer is Na plus, that is sodium ion. हस् त अहिलेको लागि भिडियो यतिकै हैन. यदि तपाईहरुलाई भिडियो मन पर्यो भने शेयर गर्न नबिर्सनु होला, लाइक बटन प्रेस गरिदिनु होला, किनभने त्यसले के गर्छ हामीलाई मोटिभेसन दिन्छ कि ऑडियन्सले एटलिस्ट लाइक गरेको छ भनेर. र यदि तपाईहरुलाई इन्डिया पढ्नु छ भने तपाईहरुलाई हामीले एप्रोच गर्दा हुन्छ. इन्डिया अथवा कुनै पनि फरेन कन्ट्री एप्रोच गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ हामीलाई. हस् त अहिलेको लागि भिडियो यतिकै. च्यानलमा नयाँ हुनुहुन्छ भने सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नबिर्सनु होला. हस्, थ्यांक यू.